What's the plan for today? I have a few random baits that I've bought overseas. Oh, man, they look really good. I think these are definitely going to catch some fish. So we're going to try some of these out. But I think what we're going to do is, if we start catching fish, after every fish, we're going to change baits. Something different. Something I've never used. I have a jerkbait. I don't know what to call these things, but they're like a little craw imitation. It's like a little tiny paddle tail, which could just look like a worm. I'm not sure, but they're a good color. Oh, I got a hook in my finger. Oh. I have a couple different colors of those craw imitations. It's just some kind of weird like dragonfly bug or something. And we have some knockoff Yamatanukis I want to try. I even have more of those. Let's take these two. Let's throw this in the book bag and we're gonna get out of here. Ooh, these are weird. Oh, let's throw these in there too. What is that, like a centipede? Could be cool. We're just gonna see what we can get bit on. All kinds of weird soft plastic stuff. Oh yeah. Back in the wannabe race car. This could be interesting. We're gonna try for one on what we have, and then we're gonna try all the other baits. That's a fish. All right, we got one. He's fighting hard. We got one. No surprise here that we know this bait works. Can't even get it back out, dude. Need my pliers. Dude, oh my God. There we go. First smallmouth. He's not a big one. See you, bud. Time to try another bait. I do primarily believe that there's smaller fish in here, but there could be a big one too. What do we want here? Let's, I want to try these right here. These guys are also super stretchy. I think this is gonna work good. I'm gonna tell myself to wait, feel the bite, make sure they're hooked up before setting hook. They're out there. See what happens. A lot of debris. Maybe there's not so many in this here. That's a fish. Oh, this doesn't feel big. It doesn't feel small, actually. I feel I'm rubbing on stuff. Does not feel small. What is this? This does not feel small. Staying down. That's a nice smallie. Nice smallie. Stay up here, bud. Oh, that's a nice smallie. That's a nice one. Let's get down here. It's a nice smallie. Where do I go? Where do I go? I did not bring a net. Why did I not bring a net? This is a nice fish and I can't reach him. I don't know where to step. I don't know where to step. Down here. That's a nice smallmouth. Come on, bud. That is a nice smallmouth. Dude. Got him. That is a nice one. We're going to have to get the bump board for this guy. There we go. What is he? He might be a 17. He's unhooked. Get the bump board, go back down. See what he is. He's heavy. Oh, he's biting hard. That is probably a 16 and a half. Well, maybe he's probably a 17. Good fish. Thank you, bud. See you later. There he goes. Time to change baits. That bait works. Caught us a very nice fish on that too. So we're gonna try another bait with the Ned. What do we want here? Oh, I know what we want. The knockoff Yamatanuki. Never used one of these before. We're gonna try it out. See if we can catch something on it. I mean, that thing does look kind of cool here. That little tail, I don't know if it floats or not. don't think it's gonna matter for right now. It's heavy. Just gonna throw it out there, let it sink to the bottom and see what happens. The key here is the weight on the hook set. You feel the bite, wait a second, make sure he has it, then set the hook. Get this in there. There's a lot of noise here, so like the audio on these types of videos usually kind of suck. Yamatanuki knockoff. Yeah, we'll give it 15-20 casts or so, and nothing bites it, we'll switch to another bait. No bites yet. Could be the color. I don't have any colors yet, so that's all we got. There's one. Big hit. Yeah, he's smaller, I think. Just a lot of current. All right, we got one on the knockoff Yamatanuki. He still don't feel bad, man. He's another nice one. He's bigger than I think. Let's get down here. He's fighting hard. He's a good one. He's a good one. Come over here, bud. Come over here. He's another nice one. Another nice one. I think he's hooked okay. We got to get over there. There we go. There we go. Not as big as the last one, but he's nice. On that knockoff Yamatanuki. Look at that. Let's get him a quick measure. Yeah, he's a 16. Let's get him back. Thank you, bud. See ya. Time to change baits again. I mean, we have we have several colors of different things. This is a good color right here. Let's try these guys. Oh, it's pretty small. My first assumption of this has a weird smell, but they are going to have a harder time on this hook because this is a big hook. We can try it, but they're not going to have that much vacuum on this bait. We'll see if something can pick it up off the bottom. That's a lot of weight for that bait. We could use this to our advantage though and see if we can get this in the water in the faster sections a little better. A lot of debris out there, so we're going to have to watch our leader. Even with that 1/4 ounce on it, I think it's definitely getting moved around out there. And there may not be a ton of smallmouth in here yet. There's one. He got it. He got it, no problem. First bite, and he's hooked up. He does not feel small. Does not feel small. I think it's another nice one. Oh, he's on the bank. Oh, he's a nice one. He's a nice one. He's another nice one. Let's come down here. We gotta horse him up over here. That current, there's a lot of current in here. Not as big as the last one, I don't think, but he is a nice one. That is another nice fish. Yes! Very fat fish. Hooked perfectly. Oh, there we got it. On that little, I don't know what to call it. It's like a dragonfly larva or something. Fat guy. Jeez. Not long, but he is very chunky. Get him on the board real quick. That's a nice solid 15. Let's head down here. Yeah, bud. Yes. They are in here. What else do we have to try here? This is fun though. That's a small bait, and it got the smallest fish so far. So you got to kind of ask yourself, bigger may be better kind of thing. You know what I mean? I've got a jerkbait. I wonder if we can make him come get a jerkbait. This leader needs changed anyways, so I think that's the best route. Just gonna cut it up here. We're gonna tie on this jerkbait. It looks good. It is a big bait, and they really seem to be wanting to be on the bottom. Ooh, we gotta change this leader. It's all frayed up. Don't want to litter either, so get this stuff wrapped up. Leave that in your bag. Oh, I forgot about these guys. We'll get these guys after the jerkbait. This is a ton of fun down here. Just catch the smallies one after another. Now I know throwing a jerkbait, ideally you're going to have more of a parabolic rod and you're not going to have braid. I've got a pretty long fluoro leader, so there is going to be some stretch. Alright, not even going to cut my tag because I don't think they're going to matter. I also don't know if this is going to work in these conditions, but let's just see. Does it float? Oh, it's like suspending. Yeah, very slow sink is what that is. Alright, we're going to try it out and see what happens. Just going to leave it out here. We're going to come down here. Just let that guy sink and switch it every once in a while. Well, that jerkbait looks good. Get it out there a little more. We got to get it to sink though. Just let line out. I can still see my leader knot, so I don't know if you're going to be able to get it down far enough. Oh, there goes the leader. So she's down there. I mean, it's working good. I can see it going nuts under the water. That black and gold color should be good for muddy water. Let it sit out there. Got enough current, I'm sure it's out there moving. Try to get this bait. See, that's the problem with where I'm at right now, is you can't really get this bait to go down because it's a jerkbait, you know what I'm saying? I'd have to get them to come up to it, and that's probably not going to happen. I mean, it works okay next to the wall. We'll leave it there for a minute and see what happens. But it's amazing the amount of vacuum these fish can create to pull baits off the ground. When I just had that little tiny worm on a 1/4 ounce EWG, and he still got that hook, no problem. That's a fish. Not small. Not small. We got one, it worked. We got one, it worked. Not a small fish. Not a small fish. All right, we're on my Nemesis treble hooks. Can we keep it hooked? This is a nice fish. It's a nice fish. My first ever jerkbait fish my whole life, if we can land it. If we can land it. Can we land it? I can't pull him. Come on, bud, over here. Is he gonna stay hooked? That's a nice fish. That's a nice fish. Now, can I not get hooked? Can I not get hooked? All right, I got him, I'm not hooked. It's not that big. I thought he was bigger than that. First ever jerkbait fish. I got to get a picture of that. All right, let's see if we can still. All right, there we go. I unhooked him and I didn't get hooked too. That's amazing. First ever jerkbait fish, probably a 15, maybe a 14 and a half. Yeah, he probably would just touch. Yep, just touches 15. Awesome. So you just got to get that bait in the right spot, and then they'll eat it. All right. See you, bud. Thank you. Do we want to try another jerkbait fish? I promise I would switch baits every bait. So let's move on. Let's move on. What do we want? I see these guys. I want to see if I can catch one on that. I feel like they're just going to eat anything. All right, let's try one of these. Very long. Oh, that color, it's like motor oil. Very floppy. Oh my. Oh, it's another stretchy bait. Well, again, I wonder how good they're gonna get the hook on this when it's such a long bait. Honestly, that's just like a Helgermite. I really messed up the head of that. Let's fix that. I put too much on. Not the easiest thing to rig. They're gonna eat that. I just hope they get the hook. This thing's pretty long. There's a fish. Also doesn't feel small. This is a good fish. He's rubbing on the rock. It's another good fish. Another good fish. Oh, yeah. They are eating anything right now. About the average size, I guess. He's probably one of the smaller ones. But hey, man, he ate that centipede thingy. There we go. I'm running out of baits. What should we try next? All right, see you guys. Okay, so far, I think the biggest fish came off of this guy right here. Super stretchy, little twin paddle tail picky. All right, we gotta change baits. I really want to throw one of these. I think they're too small. All right, this is definitely the smallest bait. Does have a little bit of scent. This is just straight, it just seems so stupid, like this shouldn't even work. But we're gonna find out. No way that's gonna catch a fish, right? I can barely even hook it. I mean, I'm sure these baits will work great on a smaller hook, but is that really gonna work? We are testing the limits today. How small can we go on 1/4 ounce and then still get the hook? Got some kind of hatch going on. There's little flying bugs everywhere. Like, how good could their eyesight be down there? I mean, this thing's only like a 2-inch on a freaking 1/4 ounce Ned hook. If I catch something on this, it's like, it's just insane. At least with this hook, it should be a smaller hook, but you have so much current here, it's gonna be hard. You have to have a good bit of weight to even get down in there. Does a smaller bait get a smaller fish? This is about as small as I can go right now, so trying to get this in the perfect spot because it actually is unique in the way that it's so heavy, it stays put better. So I'm trying to get it in the more risky areas. Try to give it a little bit of twitches here and there. I'm doubting this one because I feel like they're gonna see the hook better than the bait. All right, one more cast with this. And if it don't work, we're gonna move on to something else. They probably are seeing the hook and going, what is that? I'm not eating that. That'll be something when there's less current we can try, because it is a cool bait. What else do we have? We got these mandarin fish. I think they're scented with like citrus smell. Yeah, they literally have a citrus smell to them. And that's a decent size. Decent color. Let's give it a shot. Still a small bait, but size relatively better than the other one. Actually, much better than the other one. So interesting. All right, well, we're gonna go back to the one that caught the biggest fish. Let's just try a different color. Let's try this orange. Orange with like some darker brown in it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, that felt like a bite. Also could have been a stick. All right, we've let that soak long enough. Either we're not catching nothing because there's nothing left to hook, or they don't like orange. We're gonna go back to the color I love. There's a fish, big hit. Oh, he's going nuts. Holy crap. Get off that rock, bud. This is a challenge catching these fish in here, I'm telling you. There's so much current. There we go. He's a nice one. He's a nice one. If I grab him, yep, got him. Yeah. Well, so far nothing real small, but he's like a 14 or so. Good stuff. See you, bud. Let's feel this line. Oh my. Oh my. Everything is... Fishing this kind of stuff like this is just very rough on a leader. Yeah, we need to retie that. Holy crap. Maybe we'll go back to that jerkbait. See if we can catch a few more of those kind of fish. Very wise to change leader often when fishing stuff like this. Probably gonna end up losing this jerkbait, but I gotta try something. I think that's a fish. It is a fish. We have a fish in the fast stuff. What is it? Oh, it's getting ripped. It's in the fast stuff, getting pulled down. What is this? This feels big. This feels big. It's coming around. Don't get snagged up over there, bud. It's a walleye. It's a walleye. We got a walleye on a jerkbait out in the fast water. I see him. How big is he? He's not giant. He's not that big. I thought he was. He's not a bad one. We got to get in here. There we go. Crazy. I know people say jerkbaits are good for what? Oh my God, he has this so bad. How are we going to get this out of him? How in the hell did you get that hook? Oh, there you go. Oh, well, there we go. Walleye at the dam. Can't keep him right now, so he's going to go right back. See you, bud. Dang, okay. Well, I hate to see that, but, and I didn't pull that hard. I didn't think anyways. A little piece of his meat is on there. Crazy. All right, that's 2 for 2. We didn't lose a fish on a treble hook. Well, we didn't catch a ton, but we caught a good bit. All of them using my Ned Rig hooks. You can find in my Shopify store. Links in the description. Got our first ever jerkbait fish. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And it died. It died a long time ago. Nice. Real fancy.